RPTV Weekly News Show. My name is Fred, and today I'm honored to welcome Kedar as my co-host.
We present news that impacts on Regent Park and surrounding areas. And in this episode, we present the following news for the week of December the 4th to December the 14th. City of Toronto discussed progress report on Regent Park Swim Pilot Program. Nelson Mandela Park Public School students celebrate Community and Allyship Gallery Night. Regent Park Community Center hosts annual Pancake Breakfast. City of Toronto announces winners of the 2023 Access, Equity, and Human Rights Awards. Bond Place Hotel at 65 Dundas St East to become permanent housing. 51 Division Toronto Police Project Hope deliver donations to newcomers to Canada. Dixon Hall Community Services hosts peer job fair for work program at their warming centers. KingSett Capital has offered to sell 214 and 230 Sherbourne back to the City of Toronto. City's outdoor rinks are now open in Regent Park and surrounding neighborhoods for winter season. Events and jobs in Regent Park.
City of Toronto discussed progress report on Regent Park Swim Pilot Program for children aged 6 to 12. The Regent Park Swim Pilot Program was created in response to community feedback regarding local access to recreation services, including aquatic programs at the Pam McConnell Aquatic Center. In addition to providing access to aquatic instructional program opportunities for children aged 6 to 12 who reside within Regent Park, the pilot program was intended to provide youth employment workshops and community engagement opportunities for local residents on recreation programming in the neighborhood. Given the success and popularity of the pilot program, Parks, Forestry and Recreation will continue offering the Regent Park Swim program to local residents of the Regent Park community as part of base service level in 2024. City staff will continue collaborating with the Access to Recreation Working Group as well as other members of the community. On November 28, 2023, City Council Economic and Community Development Committee accepted unanimously a progress report on the continuation and expansion of the Regent Park Swim Pilot Program that reserves access to 60 Regent Park kids. Councillor Alejandro Bravo, chair of the Economic and Community Development Committee, conducted the discussion and gave Regent Park residents an opportunity for deputations. Now let's hear what residents and community members have to say.
I'm Joel Clausen. I'm a community development specialist with Yonge Street Mission, and I'm a support for the Access to Recreation group. So I'll just say a little bit about our experience with the pilot, and then I especially want to bring some messages from members of the community who weren't able to be here today. Our group is receiving funding from the Maytree Foundation, and we also earlier received funding from the SDFA through the Resourcing Regent Park Social Development Plan. And so for both of those sources of funding, they've really helped us to move the work along. I think this pilot comes out of an idea that came from the community. And so I think maybe the high level thing is that this ability to work together with the community in consultation and collaboration when innovative ideas come up is really, there's so much that can come out of that. People in the community have had a hard time enrolling their kids in swim lessons for quite a while at the Pam McConnell Aquatic Center. And this pilot created the ability for families to get their kids into the pool at a local level. And even during school hours, which is a great thing for the kids. And it's been really good to work with PFNR staff to be able to flesh it out. And so we very much support this, making this part of the base part of the PFNR budget. And we would like to see, in addition to that, explore ways that we can even help it to reach to more children. So some of the, there's lots of background research that shows the importance of this kind of program in a community. Life Saving Society of Canada has shown that, this is from back in 2011, but 60% of parents, of new Canadian parents with children between ages 5 and 15, said that their kids had participated in swimming lessons, 60%, so 40% hadn't. And 11 to 14-year-olds, this is from 2016, 11 to 14-year-old new Canadians are 5 times less likely to know how to swim than those born in Canada. That's a bit of the broader picture, and it's borne out by some of the messages that I'm going to share in just a moment. So this program has, there's a lot of people in the community who have really benefited from it and who really speak highly of it. There's the swim side of it. It's also in the report, you'll see stuff in relation to employment for youth. I just wanted to note that that is also something that's being very well received by youth in the community. So I want to share with about a story about one mom who wanted to be here this morning but wasn't able to be. She was scared to swim and almost drowned at one point in her life. And because of this, she was scared to bring her kids to the pool. Her kids are in grade 5. They go to Lord Dufferin School, and they have made great strides in learning to swim. So she's very grateful for the program. Another mother, Lisa Gao, she sent. You'll see that she has a written deputation that she sent in. Expresses not only her interest in being able to have her kids access the program, but she gives a list of 15 more people who would love to be able to access it. And her kids don't go to one of those 2 schools. And so this is the piece that while we support this proposal very strongly, we're very interested in seeing if it can be built out so that more families have access to it.
So I'm here to speak in support of the pilot project, which has been successful in the first year implementation. I am a member of the Regent Park Neighborhood Association and regular speaker at City Hall. And it's my pleasure to say that this swimming program is beneficial for our youth, to keep them out of trouble, to give them opportunities, to increase their love for sports. I want to share with you a particular example. My current friend lives in Richmond Hill, but she works in Regent Park. So in Regent Park, she benefits of this program because she needs as a relief for mental health. A lot of our members, suffer from mental health, and it's important that activities that help to improve our well-being is continue.
My name is Marianne Scott, and I'm speaking on behalf of Chloe and Jesse's mom. My name is Tammy Gichi, and my son, who is a student at Nelson Mandela, is a recipient of a spot of the swimming program. I am indeed very grateful for this program in the community of Regent Park, as it has served to prioritize swimming spots for the children of the community, allowing them to learn this invaluable life skill. In short, I have tried to enroll my children into swimming classes through Parks and Recs, and we have only managed to get one onto the waiting list. Having lost out on swimming lessons due to COVID, I can safely say that my son is on track again to learn how to swim. On behalf of our community, we are appreciative of this program. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here, and also for the youngsters who joined us. Are there any questions of the deputant? Thank you for being here today. Are there any questions of staff? Oh, sorry, please. You're all welcome to speak.
Hi, my name is Chloe. I'm 12 years old. Hi, my name is Abby, and I'm also 12 years old. We are here to talk about the swim program and how it's important to us. The swim program is important to us so the children in the community get a chance to learn how to swim. A lot of children don't have the opportunity to learn how to swim, and that's why we are thankful for the pilot swim program. The reason we learn how to swim is because our mothers waited in line all night to make sure we were the first in line to get us the spot in the programs.
Welcome to the committee.
My name is Jesse. and I am 9 years old. I attend Nelson Mandela Park Public School. I go to swimming on Wednesday after school with some of my friends. I enjoy learning how to swim. Recently, I learned how to jump in the deep end and do the backstroke. I am very thankful for this program in my community that teaches us how to swim because swimming is very important.
Yay! Thank you so much to all of you and for the awesome civic example. We're really grateful that you came to speak. Are there any questions of the deputant?
I have 2 questions.
Councillor Ainsley.
Sure. The first one was to Mom. I just want to ask Mom if did you have any trouble registering your children, or is there anything you would do differently or would like to see done differently?
I've always had trouble registering for programs at Pam McConnell, only because it's one of the more newer facilities, and it's up to date, and it's something that people want to use, and unfortunately, because of how the city policies work with recreation programs, anyone can actually register for swimming lessons anywhere. So unfortunately, people in Regent Park don't necessarily have the resources to be able to, meaning high-speed internet and multiple devices, to be able to register for programs in Regent Park. So most of those programs, most of the swimming spots that are available in Regent Park are actually taken up by people outside the community. So I'm actually part of Access Recreation too. So this pilot swim program, has allowed children from Nelson Mandela and Lord Dufferin to partake in swimming lessons, but it doesn't fulfill the needs of the whole community. So in other words, children who go to school at Queen A and Spruce Court in Winchester don't have the opportunity to swim, and they also live in the community. And because it's so hard, for parents to be able to get those 6 spots in a swimming class, most of our children don't get to use the pool.
Really?
There's children right now who were born in Regent Park and who are 15, 16, and they've never ever accessed lessons in the pool. And they've been there, prior to this, prior to revitalization. They've been in the community, and to this day have never been able to learn how to swim. And it's really difficult when you have children at 15 and 16 and 17. They may not necessarily want to learn how to swim by then. So this pilot program that we have going, and thank you to the city for Parks and Recs for initiating this program, allows children at a young age to learn how to swim. And hopefully through the work we do through Access to Recreation, what our end goal is to get prioritized registration, where people in Regent Park can register first for lessons, and whatever spots are left over, people outside the community can get. So that's the end goal that we're looking for, is to make sure that every child in Regent Park has the opportunity to learn how to swim, because as Tammy said, and as these young folks said, it's an important life skill.
Okay. And then I also understand it's a problem because children, if you're in public school, for example, there's programs, trips that if they can't swim, they can't participate in those trips when they're older.
Exactly. Well, I mean, unfortunately, that was a lesson learned a few years ago when a young man died by not knowing how to swim, and not the staff at the school not recognizing that this young man couldn't swim. So there's obviously a policy in place now where if children don't know how to swim, they're not allowed to go on these field trips, and they lose out on an opportunity. So that's why it's so important to get children learning how to swim at a young age.
Nelson Mandela Park Public School students celebrate community and Allyship Gallery Night. On December the 14th, 2023, Nelson Mandela Park Public School teachers, students, and the school council joined together to celebrate a gallery night where Regent Park residents and parents came to walk the school halls and see all the wonderful learning the students have been engaging in, highlighting allyship and community in Regent Park. School members were thrilled to witness a fantastic turnout with numerous families in attendance. Guests had the opportunity to view students' work, savor a delicious dinner, and enjoy performances by the talented students. I was at this amazing event to interview school teachers. Now let's hear what they have to say.
Hi, I'm Corinne Wynn. I'm a grade 3 teacher at Nelson Mandela Park. And tonight is our community and allyship gallery night. So we have families coming through. We have students highlighting their learning that they've been doing. We've all been learning about allyship and how to support each other, how to support our community. So it's really nice seeing the work the kids have been doing in the building and celebrating them tonight. How are you?
Hi, I'm Natalie Shelcraft, and I'm the junior DD teacher at Nelson Mandela Park Public School. I'm here to help you learn about the project I've done with my students. We are here for the Allyship Night. We're promoting how to be allies in our school with one another. So my students are all autistic, and because they can't talk, they use an iPad to talk actually. And when you are autistic, a lot of times you have problems with being social with others. So in my class, we're learning to be allies by being social and playing with one another. So we decided to show how you guys how we play in our classroom. And what connects us together is our interests. So that's why we decided to use the string to connect one another. That's what ties us together as allies. So for example, some of our kids like to play with toys, board games, bouncing on balls, or just generally being active or using their iPad not only to talk but to play. And I gave this package to the parents to fill out about each child so that we could learn about not only their school life but their home life as well.
Thank you so much,
You're
Miss. I
very
think this is an amazing project.
Dixon Hall Community Services hosts peer job fair for work program at their Warming Center. This winter, Dixon Hall is expanding their peer work program at the Warming Center. They have partnered with Toronto Shelter Network's Pipeline project to offer free, low barrier and paid training for clients who are interested in working as peers. Once they have finished the training, they will be able to work at their Warming Center this season. Clients who have lived experience of homelessness show up at the job fair on December 6th at Daniel Spectrum, 585 Dundas St East. Staff helped clients fill out an application and answer any questions they had. Applicants didn't need any prior training or experience. I was at the job fair to interview Community Engagement Program Manager Melanie Smith to know more about this event.
Hi there, my name is Melanie Smith and I'm the Community Engagement Program Manager with Dixon Hall. Today we're here at Daniel Spectrum and we're holding a job fair for people who are experiencing homelessness to apply to work as peer workers in our warming centers. So basically we wanted to create low barrier opportunities for people experiencing homelessness to rejoin or to begin work in the workforce. And basically what we heard from our clients was that they wanted to see people that represented them working there. People who have been in their shoes, who understand what it's like to be homeless and to go through the shelter system. So we're creating opportunities for people to work, as well as to train people to work in the warming centers that don't have experience or training yet. We've partnered with the Toronto Shelter Network with a project called the Pipeline Project to provide the training. And then once our applicants have completed the training, they'll be able to work in our warming center locations for the rest of the season. So the participating employers today are Dixon Hall. We are the ones that are going to be doing the hiring and who are staffing the event today. We've also partnered with the Toronto Shelter Network and their Pipeline Project to do a training opportunity for applicants that come through that need training before they can work in the sector. The folks that have come by today, some of them have been chronically homeless for quite some time. Some of them are living in Dixon Hall shelters currently. Some of them are previously homeless and living in our supportive housing programs. And we're also seeing a lot of newcomers and refugees as well who experienced homelessness when they first come to this country and are also currently experiencing homelessness in the shelter system in Toronto. The feedback that we've gotten so far from the applicants that have come through and some of their workers that have been supporting them in applying is that we need to have more low barrier employment opportunities like this. Not everyone has access to a phone or has an email address. Some people are very transient and moving around. So having a low barrier in-person event is really helpful for people who are experiencing homelessness and may not have a fixed address, a phone, or an email.
The Regent Park Community Center hosted its annual Pancake Breakfast on Saturday, December the 9th, 2023, from 10 a.m. in the morning to 2 p.m. There were pancakes, beverages, arts and crafts, games, and a special visit from Santa Claus himself. The goal of this event is to bring community togetherness to celebrate social cohesion and inclusion amongst residents. RPTV reporter Thunder Cloud was at the event to chat with community members. Now let's hear what they had to say.
Happy holidays, my friends. How do you like the pancake breakfast at Regent Park Community Center?
Oh, it's delicious. Really Thank you, Thunder. I would say this is great. And for us, it's a pancake brunch.
Pancake brunch. Wonderful. Hi, my name's Thunder Cloud, and I'm from Regent Park TV. What's your name? Massima. Nice to meet you. So how's it going here? How many people have you had into the pancake breakfast today?
Honestly, we were so busy, I didn't have.
It's wonderful. And let's see those beautiful pancakes that people have been working so hard. We have some bananas and berries and juice. And it's just wonderful. And here's our worker here. Are you a volunteer?
No, I work here.
Right on. She's a paid worker and contributing to our community. That's beautiful. What do you have for us today?
We have pancakes here.
Oh, look at those. Wow. Here we have our worker in Regent Park. It's Pancake Saturday. And here...
would you like fruits? Would you like some bananas?
I'd love some, please. And look at this beautiful pancake breakfast. Come on over to Regent Park. And maybe they'll have this every year if we're lucky. Just a little bit now. Oh, love that syrup. Canadian syrup from the maple tree. Plenty, sister. Oh, what do we have here? Uh-oh.
The icing sugar.
The icing sugar. What do we have?
Icing sugar, chocolate chips. And then we have our cutlery here.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. You made our Saturday Pancake Day bright in Regent Park at Regent Park Community Center. This is Thundercloud reporting. Have a beautiful weekend.
The City of Toronto has named the recipient of the 2023 Access, Equity and Human Rights Award, which recognizes people and organizations that have helped build a more equitable city by advancing reconciliation and justice, addressing discrimination, and working to eliminate barriers to equality. The 2023 awards recipients were Joyce Carpenter and Shannon Simpson, Mino Bimunzawin Award, Indigenous Award respectively. Joyce is an advocate for missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit people, and Shannon is a Senior Director of Indigenous Initiatives at the University of Toronto. Shakalo Sherpova, Disability Access Award. Shakalo is founder of the Thorncliffe Park Autism Support Network. Regent Park Center of Learning and Development received the Constance E. Hamilton Award for Women's Equality. CCLD is an organization building capacity, community engagement, confidence, and employability of women identifying participants. Sophia Parveen, Constance E. Hamilton Award for Women's Equality.
Sophia is lead of Thorncliffe Wellness Cafe Group,
a community organization aimed at bringing mental health awareness to women of South Asian backgrounds. Mo Akel, Pride Award. Mo is a 2S LGBTQ rights activist and equity, diversity, and inclusion educator. Francis Jeffers, William P. Hubbard Race Relations Award. Francis is a science, technology, engineering, and mathematics advocate for youth, African Canadian, and low-income communities. The award ceremony was hosted by Councillor Chris Moyes, Ward 13, Toronto Centre. Deputy Mayor Asuma Malik, Ward 10, Spadina, Fort York, delivered remarks on behalf of Mayor Olivia Chow. The ceremony featured opening invocation and thanksgiving by Bob Gules of the Eagle Clan, Nipissing First Nation, as well as musical performances by Toronto artists Divine Lightbody and Bitter and Broke. The award ceremony coincides with International Human Rights Day on December the 10th.
My name is Malaika Outen. I am currently the Director of Programming for Neighborhood Impact. And the Center of Learning Development means to me strengthening communities one individual at a time. So really, touching people on an individual level, honoring their strengths, and allowing their gifts to be interwoven into the fabric of the programming in which we deliver.
Hi, my name is Chidera Emesobum. I'm a social work placement student from the University of Toronto at the center. The center means growth to me because I see many people walk into the center and they leave better. So no matter your past, no matter the experiences you have, there is always an opportunity for you to learn more. And even as a member of the team, it has also been an opportunity for me to grow, to become more, to learn more about people, cultures, experiences, and be a part of the success stories.
I think it's so well deserved. I've had the opportunity of being involved in the organization for a while now, and the work that we do around women empowerment is at the core of what makes our organization so enriching and so connected to community engagement. And so this award really affirms all of that work and particularly highlights, how important this work is to the women in our community.
Yeah, in addition also, it's really amazing to see that the work that we do at the center is being recognized, because besides empowering the women, something that is also our strength is the diversity and inclusion of our members and the participants in our different programs. So it's more like home away from home for most of our participants and members of the team, because they know that when they come, their experiences matter, their knowledge from home matter, and we plug in all these things to ensure that they have a holistic learning experience. Yeah.
We wouldn't have received this award if it wasn't for the Regent Park community, because they are a core part of our catchment area in which we serve, and many of our participants come from the community. And so our relationship to Regent Park is what really bolsters our commitment to this type of work, especially around centering newcomer and immigrant women voices and experiences.
The award to Regent Park means that Regent Park is a place where newcomers and immigrants can come to. They can have a sense of home and have a sense of belonging here in Toronto and wildly in Canada. And they can find community, which is very, very important, especially as an immigrant here in Canada. So it's a place, basically a home away from home for them. Yes.
Hi, my name is Samuel Okisitu. I'm also known as Freeman. I am a Ugandan, a newcomer who has turned to be a permanent resident. And I am part of a huge group, which is the People Power Movement, also known as the National Unity Platform, and that is why I put on this red belt. I am also part of the large African community in Canada, and I'm here to represent the coalition of African-led organizations doing a lot. Sometimes they're not seen, they're not celebrated, but today when I am nominated, I didn't win the award, but when I am nominated for the William P. Hubbard Award, it is an award that I want to dedicate to so many people who are serving their communities in the grassroots levels, but they are not seen, they are not heard, they are not celebrated. I want you to know, whether you are an individual or you are a group serving the newcomers or the African people in Canada, because I am here, you are seen, you are heard, and you are celebrated. Because I'm nominated, you are nominated too. Because I'm winning, we are all winning. And please, don't stop doing good. I'm so happy, and I want to dedicate this award to the unseen angels, to the unseen heroes. I want to dedicate this award to the invisible force that run Canada, but identified as BIPOC or racialized groups. Thank you very much. I want to thank the City of Toronto, Access, Equity and Human Rights Awards committees, which is organizing this award every year. And today we had this award here at the City Hall, and I want to congratulate the winners, and I want to congratulate the groups they represent, and I also want to appreciate the city staff and the Canadian government for putting these platforms to promote equity, to promote access, to promote human rights, and promote diversity. Thank you very much.
My name is Nicholas Marcus Thompson. I'm the Executive Director of the Black Class Action Secretariat, and we're a non-profit organization that works to combat systemic discrimination in our public services. It's such an honor to be nominated for the William P. Hubbard Award. The work that we do and in combating racism and discrimination, it's tireless, and so it's really an honor to be nominated for this award, and I really want to take this opportunity to congratulate all of the recipients at tonight's award gala. So thank you so much, City of Toronto, for taking the time to recognize the endless and tireless contributions of so many people that's working hard to make our city a better place.
Bond Place Hotel at 65 Dundas St East to become permanent housing. In response to the growing number of people actively experiencing homelessness in Toronto, the city has purchased the property at 65 Dundas St East, formerly the Bond Place Hotel, to provide permanent affordable homes. The 19-story tower near Yonge Dundas Square was initially leased by the city during lockdowns to help provide additional space for physical distancing and safe indoor space for people living outside. Now the property is being renovated to offer homes for a range of incomes, including deeply affordable homes within supports, studio and one-bedroom apartments, and 15% accessible apartments with roll-in showers, grab bars, and barrier-free paths. The building will also offer amenities like shared laundry, a dining area, and communal space, as well as multiple programming and tenant support spaces revolving around mental health care, education, employment opportunities, life skills training, and substance use services. Once the renovations are finished, there will be nearly 280 permanent affordable and support homes for people with a range of incomes. Tenants will pay no more than 30% of their income on rent or the shelter allowance under income assistance, whichever is greater. These permanent homes are funded as part of Phase 2 of the Government of Canada's Rapid Housing Initiative, which is providing $1.5 billion in grant funding nationally.
KingSett Capital has offered to sell 214 and 230 Sherbourne back to the City of Toronto. For months now, 230 Fight Back Group has been rallying the community to stop KingSett Capital from building a luxury condo tower in the heart of Toronto's downtown east. They have demanded instead that social housing be built at 214 and 230 Sherbourne. On December the 6th, one day before 230 Fight Back planned an action to protest KingSett's office in the city's financial district, they received a letter from the company's chief asset management officer, Bill Logar, telling that he is aware of the impending protests and that he wants to provide a brief update regarding KingSett Capital's plan for this property. He goes on to inform that KingSett has offered to sell 214 and 230 Sherbourne back to the City of Toronto for a value that covers the costs of the company have incurred to date, and no more. The letter says, we KingSett understand what this property means to the local community, and we are now patiently awaiting a response from the city. 230 Fight Back Group posted a letter on their website stating that in the new year, they will be directing their efforts towards winning a full commitment from mayor and council to secure this vital property in the interests of the people who live in the downtown east.
City's outdoor ice skating rinks are now open in Regent Park and surrounding neighborhoods for winter season. Ice skating is one of the best winter activities, perfect for a friendly get-together, date night, work, bonding day, or family time, and there are 3 local rinks nearby. Number 1, Regent Park at 480 Shooter Street at the corner of Sumac and Shooter Streets. 2, Riverdale Park East at 550 Broadview, and 3, Sherbourne Common at 5 Lower Sherbourne. All 3 are open now. Regular updates are provided at the City of Toronto's website before heading out. The skating rink located at 480 Shooter Street is part of the Regent Park Athletic Grounds, and it's available 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on most days. It features a field house with a warming change area and washrooms. The field house allows visitors to leave their shoes and other belongings indoors while enjoying various activities on the ice.
Toronto Police, Project Hope delivered donations to newcomers to Canada. On Monday, December the 11th, 2023, Toronto police officers distributed toys and gift boxes to newcomers to Canada as part of Project Hope at the Polycultural Immigrant and Community Services at 2225 Erin Mills Parkway and at a shelter hotel, both located in Mississauga. Project Hope, spearheaded by Constables Farzad Gapti and Mustafa Papozai, who both came to Canada as refugees, has collected truckloads of essential items for refugees and newcomers since August 2021. Since that time, police officers, community members, social agencies, and businesses have collected over $700,000 in donations for families.
Hello everyone, I'm Farzad Gapti, Toronto Police Officer, 51 Division, Neighborhood Community Officer for Regent Park. We've been doing this Project Hope almost in the last 3 years now. What we're basically doing is we're bringing donations such as toys, essential needs, mainly for the children and some winter clothing and boots for our cold winter, because people are coming from around the world, the refugees that are coming, obviously they need some of these stuff. And why we started this is simply almost 3 years ago when we had the Afghan refugees that came here in military airplanes. Myself and my partner, we decided we should come and take a look and to see if we could offer any assistance. And sure enough, they were in dire need of really essential needs. And also we realized there's a huge gap here where, I mean, when the people are coming from the third world countries, especially a country like Afghanistan, where there's no law and order, people are scared of a uniform. So we wanted to make sure that they don't have that experience here, and we decided to do an information session. Since my partner Mustafa and myself, we spoke Farsi. I'm from Iran and he's from Afghanistan, and sure enough, we're both actually refugees ourselves, so we know what it's like to be here for the first time and coming to a whole different country with different culture, language, and rules and regulations. So we wanted to make sure that they understand some of those rules and regulations, understand what it is to be a Canadian citizen here, and to make sure that they don't fall through the cracks and they're not feeling isolated and they're connected to the services, and they understand that Canada is a very inclusive country, a very diverse country, and they were welcoming, and especially with the police. And the police here are not the same as some of the police services that you see around the world. And through the generosity of our social media followers, such as our work Instagram, we're able to bring those donations in. And since it was closer to Christmas time, we figured that it'd be nice to have a little Christmas, their first Christmas holidays here as new Canadians, and a lot of these children that are coming here, they don't have any toys or anything like that. So we did the toy run for them here, and especially here today as well, where we have about 250 families that are here, that are going to be coming for the polycultural here. And we're going to give them new kids new toys, and also the families some winter clothing. And we'll do an information session here as well again, just to teach them about what their rights are, what to expect from a police officer, and how to approach them and who to call, just simple things like that. So at least they're aware. And we want to make sure that the victimization here. Sometimes people come here, they get victimized, and they're easy targets. We want to make sure that we strengthen them with that, so they get educated and they're not feeling afraid to come and speak to the police. So they have that protection. They all have equal rights here, just like myself or anybody else. There are Canadians here that they have the same rights, and also bring that joy, that hope, the hope that they came here for, to have a better life, a better future, which is why we call it Project Hope, because we want to make sure that that's there for them. And we all came from different parts of the world. We all came from one reason, is to have a better future, to have that hope, to that we're going to have a successful future for ourselves. And that's basically essentially what it's why we're doing it here. And we all have the same common denominator. We want everyone to be successful. To grow ourselves, we need to grow together. Having division is the last thing we want. Having isolation is the last thing we want, but having unity is the main thing that we all want together, to grow together as was one. And even though we're coming from different backgrounds, it doesn't matter. We're all humans, and this is humanity, and we have to instill that in ourselves and show that it's possible.
So we're all here to help you guys, and we're here to make you feel welcome. At the same time, we have some gifts for you guys, some boxes for the kids, some toys, lots of clothing we have in the back that you guys can all get it on later. So give me on 11.
11.
My name is Mustafa Popolzai. I work at 51 Division, Major Crime Unit, Toronto Police Service. Today is our third annual drive for the holiday season, and as you can see, it's busy. Lots of kids moving around. It's there's a lot of excitement. There's an air of excitement in the air, and we have newcomers and refugees from all corners of the globe. I met people from Nigeria, Venezuela, Sudan, a lot of people from Middle East, Afghanistan, Pakistan, to name a few countries. And it's just so amazing to see the new families arriving. They're excited about their new lives in Canada, and so are we. We're here to welcome them. We're here to help them. We're here to guide them. We're here to mentor them. And we're here to serve them. Quite frankly, that's our job. And, thanks to all our volunteers and police officers that came today. And thanks to all our donors. As you can see, this was an extremely successful event. And we're just happy to be a part of it.
And now, events and job opportunities in Regent Park community. Friends of Regent Park invites you to a community skate event at the Regent Park Ice Rink, 480 Shooter Street on Saturday, December the 30th, 2023 from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Skates and helmets will be available free of charge on a first-come, first-served basis. Dixon Hall, Skills for Success for Women in Regent Park, starting mid-January 2024. To register, please contact Pauline Lewis at pauline.lewis@dixonhall.org. The Regent Park Neighborhood Association and TCHC are recruiting 2 members for the SDP Community Benefits Oversight Working Group, CBOWG. Email resumes and personal statements to talkregentpark@torontohousing.ca. TCHC and Tridel calling all small business owners in Regent Park. Are you a Regent Park resident with a small business? Do you offer catering, photography, create handmade goods, or other goods and services? Join their small business directory and get connected to business opportunities in the community. If you have any questions, email csr@tridel.com. And that's all for today's show, folks. My name is Kedar, and my co-host is Fred. We would also like to thank our team of researchers that contributed for this week's show, and from our studios at Focus Media Arts Center. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please follow our social media platforms. For more information, check out our website.